Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Vols will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will get the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll try the run. And the ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
How big can this be for this offense, taking advantage of the turnover and starting with the first and goal? Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got...
Can anyone catch him? And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking for a man on second down. Complete in the middle. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity. 3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. 1st and 10 from their own 17. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty.
And they got him for the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Push down for the tackle.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Trying to get to... And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown ball. The defense with the scoop and score. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around, I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Iowa was able to finish off a close one in Iowa City today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the play fake on first down. Using the quick game. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The play action fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Last two runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. They're bringing heat. Catch in the middle. It's Kane. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Unloads to the right, and it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Using his legs to buy some time. He's going to take off. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. This offense has a second down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in the...
Going for it all. And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's moving out of the pocket.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking to pass on second down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Coming after him. He's got an open man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception for this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure.
And that pass picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Buys a little extra time. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's King. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Good timing on the quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because...
And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far, and you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Georgia, second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The inside handoff. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Harris back to pass. Shoots it to the left. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
and Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Dogs in the hurry-up. They go to the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He finds his man, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Here's another up with this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got his man downfield. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Volunteers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing inside Rupp Arena with the Cats. They're up by 24 over Ole Miss. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships.
And more yards after contact. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the toss. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Oh, it's a reverse.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On second down, looking again to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT almost put this one away.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. They'll run the screen. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. He'll take a shot. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Minute and a half to go, and to have a chance, they have to recover this onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
He'll keep it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.